Hey y'all, hey y'all. It's your girl, it's your girl. She's back, she's back, she's back. This is gonna be my last episode of this season. And yeah, I think I did. I think this is episode number 8. I think we were able to do 8 episodes, y'all. 8 of them. Wow, I'm just amazed and I'm surprised by that, and I'm thankful. And so, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Jacqui Robinson. I am your host. Welcome to Mission for Mental Health. Mission for Mental Health, where we allow people to come. Well, because I don't have a we just yet. It's just me. One day it'll be a we, but right now it's just an I. Where I let people come on the show and I let them talk about how mental health entered their life and the things that have affected them the most when it comes to mental health. But it was crazy because let me make sure I get these comments up so y'all can say hello to me. All right. So it was crazy because somebody mentioned to me that uh Jacqui, you get people to come on your show, right? And they up and they tell you about, all the mental health and things that happen in your life. But when you gonna talk about yourself? Like, we all know about your daughter, but when are you really gonna talk about yourself? And I was like, you know what, y'all? I think for this last episode, for this last one for the season, I think I'm gonna go ahead and talk about me. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me. And a lot of you may think you know me. Um, y'all do know me. I do share a lot. I am open and I do share a lot with you guys, right? But there's some things I never share. Like, I just don't talk about. I just don't share. So I'm gonna try my best, y'all. Y'all gotta work with me. I did put some makeup on because you know because I wanted to be cute, but I'm hoping I don't cry it off or anything crazy. I'm hoping I don't cry it off. Y'all like my shirt? We ain't gonna call no names on who brought me this shirt talking about I can't play no spades. That's because ain't nobody taught me how to play no spades. Where we from, what we play? We play dominoes. We don't play no spade. Well, I don't know. It's a bunch of county folks who probably do play spades. I don't know, but I cannot play spades. Yeah, compliments of yeah, I know who he is. Compliments of him. Doing me like that. It's all good. Y'all can bust him out. I see he on the chat, so y'all can bust him out if y'all want to. Talk about me not being able to play no spades. It's all good though. But anyway, I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about me. I'm gonna tell you guys my story. And I'll just start from the beginning. So, I'm from California. I was born and raised in San Jose, California. I went to Christopher Elementary School. I went to Davis Middle School, or we call it junior high school where I'm from. And I went to Andrew Hill High School. And I did a couple years at San Jose State until I got kicked up out of there. So some of y'all probably didn't know that girl got kicked out of college. She did. She know why she got kicked out of college? She got kicked out of college because she used to like to turn up too much. Let me see. Let me throw y'all some love here. All right, Frederick Page, First Lady. Yes, I am the First Lady. And throw y'all a little bit of love. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. Got my sis on here. Got my cousin on here. Hey, Cali, baby. That's right. That's right. So yeah. So I was born and raised in Cali, and before when I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about, like where I wanted to go with this, all that kept coming up in my mind was like I started questioning God about certain things that happened in my life, like why he allowed me to go through so many things that he allowed me to go through. And don't get me wrong, y'all, like my house, I lived in a house. I had a beautiful home growing up. Everybody said, "Oh, you live up on the hill." Yes, I lived up on a hill. I had a big, beautiful house, 4 bedrooms. I was so spoiled. I had 2 bedrooms because my brother moved out and moved out to stay with his dad. And I had cable TV, a color cable TV. Y'all remember the cable when you had to push in for the A and to push in for the B? Yeah, I had that growing up. I had good Christmases. Me and my daddy. Oh, my daddy always brought me a nice, big, pretty, fresh cut tree home, flocked, so it was white, and some people didn't even know what a flock tree was. He always like, I had a good family. I had brothers and sisters. They're a lot older than me, y'all, but I had a good family. But on the outside, it looked really, really, really good. I had great neighbors, but on the inside, it wasn't all that. It wasn't what it looked like on the outside. My dad, my mother, she was always gone. She worked all the time. And so I had a lot of freedom because my mom was a little more strict than my dad. My dad was just mean, but he wasn't mean to me. He was just strict. But my mom was the like kind of like the disciplinarian. She was the one who would go out there and snatch a tree, a switch off the tree and come beat the crap out of me. She was that one. But my dad, he was kind of like, yeah, let me just, if I could talk to her a little bit. Let me see if I could talk to her, And so I had a great upbringing, but my mom, she was always gone, right? And my dad, he worked when I was little, but he lost his job. And after he lost his job, he never really bounced back. Like he did try to open a restaurant. He did, he was in sales and things like that, but he never bounced back, right? So I was like, wilding out. My dad started drinking. He always drank because my parents had parties. Like they had them turn up parties. When they play that Marvin Gaye, I used to go out and party. And they be telling me, get back in the room, go back to your room, because they out there. They in there turning up, y'all. People came to the house with a bottle. The bottle came in a box. Not like how y'all ghetto folks out here doing, bringing that junk in a bag. My parents, people brought liquor in a box, baby. So with a bow on it, like it was, they used to have some bomb parties. So my parents always did like turn up a little bit. And my dad always did drink. He drank a lot. But after he lost that job, like he really started to drink. Like my dad never really was there for me. Like he never supported. I was like really, really good at track. I used to run track, y'all. And I sucked at basketball. I was terrible at basketball, but I did play it. I tried every sport. Like I did everything. I was a real athletic kid, but my dad, he only showed up to a couple things. Like he never really supported me, right? Never really supported me. And so he just drank all the damn time. Drank Jack Daniels all the time. Like he just drank all the time. He didn't come to my graduations. I remember when I graduated from 8th grade, they gave us like a real 8th grade graduation. And it's so funny. Shout out to Tommy Tabukas. He was in Atlanta and I didn't get a chance to go see him. But Tommy, remember Lynn? Tommy got us that limo that it was me, you, Evan. I think Tara was in the limo. I think Skip Lassie was in he got us a limo, y'all. And we turned up for our 8th grade graduation. And my dad didn't even come. And he told me he would make it to my high school graduation. And then when I get to my high school graduation, he didn't show up to that. So I was the kind of kid who was always out in the streets looking for shit. Like I was always looking for somebody. Like I had made up cousins. I had made up family. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really have any cousins when I was growing up. And I was always looking for a boyfriend. Always looking for a boyfriend because I was always just looking for somebody to just love me. So I used to question God, like, why would you put me in this? Why would you let me be this way? Why would you let a girl like me? Why would you let a girl like me get out here and date guys older than me, like way older than me, like it was cute? Why would you, why? Because they had cars. I'm just being funny, but like, why would you let a girl, your daughter, why would you let your girl, get out here and date the way I did? Why would you let me get out here and have so many failed relationships? And it's so crazy because I was out there wanting love from all these people and all, just these dudes I was dating and things like that. I wanted all this love, but guess what? I wasn't faithful to not one of them. Like, God, like, why would you let me get out here, find love, get these little relationships, and then turn around and let me cheat on them the way I do? Like, why would you let me become that kind of person? Why would you let me be so wild like that, out there drinking at 14 years old? Why are you letting me be out there with my friends, turn up with no supervision? Because no one can control me. Nobody can control me. Like they tried, but they couldn't. And my mom, I give her a break because guess what? She was tired. She's taking care of a whole household. My mama is tired, right? She ain't got time to be worrying about what her daughter's out here doing. My dad's too busy drinking. No one can control me. I'm out doing me. I'm out having, it ain't a good time, but I'm out just doing me. And I'm like, God, why would you let me go through things like that? Why would you let me go through things like that? Why would you let me get out here and experiment in recreational, drugs and things like that was out at the time? Like, why would you let me go through these type of things? Thank God I never became an addict, or I'm not an alcoholic, but why would you let me go through this stuff? Why would you let me get with get with these people like that you knew wasn't good for me? Like, why would you let me, use abortion as birth control? Like, why would you let me get with a guy who's younger than me, who doesn't have means of supporting me or a child, but you let me have a child with him? This man was not ready for no kid. I wasn't ready for no kid. He wasn't prepared for anything that had anything to do with a child. But why would you let me bring a child into this world knowing can't nobody take care of this kid? Like, why would you bring all that on me? And why would you let me actually, why would you let me date somebody who, because I'm good at dating folks, that wasn't good for me after I have a child, and I get ready to have another child, but you took that one from me. Like, why would you let me experience my father dying before he can see me become successful? Why did you do that to me? Why did you not let me have what other girls were able to have? Even though my father was an alcoholic, I still wanted him to walk me down the aisle one day. But why did you not let me experience that? Like, why did you let me have a child and then take that child away from me? Like, why would you make me birth, like literally birth a child, birth a baby, knowing it was going to die? Like, why would you let me go through stuff like that? Why would you let me meet somebody who was actually perfect for me? Absolutely perfect. But you wouldn't allow me to be perfect for him. You know why? Because I like to cheat on folks. I'm wilding out. I'm 21. I'm wilding out with a kid, but it's actually somebody who's like, you know what? I want to take care of you, take care of your son. I love your family, but I couldn't even be good to that person there. Like, why would you let me be so doggish like that? Like, why did you create me to be so wild like that? And then I moved here to Georgia. Like, you let me move across country with absolutely not a dollar. When I say not a dollar, I had 20 of them, $20 in my pocket. Who in their right mind does that? Like, why would you allow me to make that kind of journey? Like, why would you put me through that kind of experience where I have nothing? I have nothing for nobody. Like, I have nothing. Like, why would you allow me to make this journey 2,700 miles across country with nowhere to live, with no job, with nothing? Like, why would you allow me to do something so stupid? Like, why would you let me do crazy things like that? Why would you let me get into or get this thought in my head that I got to have everything I need to have by the time I'm 30 years old? Matter of fact, let me move back a little bit. Why did you let me quit school in the first place? Like, why did you let me drop out of school like that? Just drop out of college like that? Why didn't you help me? Why didn't you let me enroll myself into another college when I got here? Like, why didn't you allow me to do the things that I thought I might have wanted to do? Why would you let me move here and get married to somebody who didn't want to be married? Y'all probably didn't know that. He didn't want to get married. I forced him to marry me. Yeah, I did. I was like on the putting my foot to the metal, because guess what? I got to be married and I got to have kids. All the kids I'm going to have, I got to do all that before I'm 30 years old, y'all. And I'm already in my 20s, mid 20s, right? So I got to have all this stuff done before I'm 30 years old. So you let me meet somebody, right? You let me meet somebody, and this man he ain't really wanting to get married. I don't think he ever really wanted to be married. But because, guess what I am again, pregnant, he says, might as well go on and marry her. But see, he didn't realize what he was marrying. I didn't realize what I was marrying either, but we talking about me, right? Like, so I'm asking God, like, This is just the other day, y'all. Like, why would you have me go through this stuff? Like, why? Why would you have me go through a whole wedding, like a whole entire wedding, right? I had bridesmaids, I had a matron, I had people fly in from California to be a part of my wedding. Like, why would you have people come to do stuff like why would you allow me to experience a marriage you knew was not going to work? You know why it wasn't going to work? Because we shouldn't have did it in the first place. But guess what? I can't stop my bad habits, right? I couldn't stop my bad habits. And so guess what I do? I cheat, because that's what I do, because I'm always looking. I'm always looking. But God, why you always got me out here looking for stuff like this? Like I couldn't understand, like, why God, why would you let me go through this? Why would you not let me do this the right way? Like, the right way is to say, hey, our marriage ain't working. We need to go on and split up. No, I got to sneak, creep, and all that craziness and cheat my way into something new. Like, why would you allow me to be a part of something like that? Not only did you allow me to be a part of that, you allow me to bring in more kids. Not one, not two, but three. I got a total of 4 kids at this time by the time I'm 30, right? I got what I said I wanted by the time I was 30, but God knew, like, I figured God knew, like, girl, this ain't gonna work for you. I don't know why, but I'm gonna let you go through it anyway. Like, why did you let me go through all this? And I'm questioning, like, why am I experiencing this? How do you get me with somebody that I've been with for years, right? We're not married. How you let me do this again? How you let me get in another relationship like this? How did you let me get like this? How did you let me get to a point where I got 4 other brothers and sisters, but I'm the one taking care of my mom? How did I get like this, God? Like, why what made you choose me? My other sister is the caring one. She's the one who takes care of everybody and everything. She is the caregiver of the family. Why didn't you have the caregiver do it? How come I ended up doing it? How come I did this? What made you do this to me, God? I mean, you what? Now I got bitten. The man that I've been with y'all for 20 years, I didn't had a baby with him, right? I didn't had a baby with him, and he didn't want no baby. That man wasn't trying to have no more babies. But guess what? I had a baby. So, God, why are we doing this again? Why are we doing the same things that we were doing at 18 that we doing at 36 years old? Why am I going? What is this for? What are we doing, God? Like, what is all of this about? Why do I have kids that I can't control? How did I end up in a job that took me away from my family every single day? How did I end up in them situations? God, what made you do this to me? Why did you pick me? Like, what were you thinking? Like, did you not have a conversation with me before, you know, before you decided to put me through all this stuff? I mean, and the stuff won't stop, y'all, because now I got a daughter who is freaking, having she got bipolar, she got schizophrenia. Y'all know the story. Like, she's pulling on my heart. The girl is literally pulling on my heart every day. Like, why are you having me up pace and walk around all night long worrying about kids that you wanted me, that you put me through, that you said you gonna have, right? Why am I going through this? Why can't I ever just be at peace? Why? And so while I'm doing all that whining, y'all, I'm doing all that telling you all my stuff, and why am I going through all these struggles? Like, I've struggled my whole adult life. I have struggled. I have tried. I have done everything that I thought was right. But it couldn't happen without God saying, I gotta go through it, y'all. Like, I'm perplexed. Like, how come I can't have a simple life like other people? some other people's life is way simpler than mine. Like, why did you pick me? Why did you put me through all of this? Why am I going through all of this? And I know you guys are probably sitting back like, because I don't have my glasses on. So guess what? I can't see no comments. They're there, but I can't see them. And I know you guys are probably sitting there like, oh my God, clutching your pearls. Like, I cannot believe that this girl is actually sitting here questioning God and the things that he's doing to her, right? But I did. And I've been doing it for 2 weeks, just walking around questioning, like, why am I going through this? Why do I have to have a daughter with schizophrenia? You used to let me talk to my friends that have children with things going on. Their kid is in jail and their kid got this going on and their kid got these mental illnesses going on. And you heard me say, whew, I don't ever want to go through nothing like that. But then you turn around and do it to me anyway, right? Then you turn around and give it to me anyway. Like the weight is so heavy. Y'all, it's so heavy. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna break. I feel like I just want to give up. Like I just don't want to do it anymore. Like I just don't want to fight anymore. Like I just don't want to, not that I necessarily want to die. I don't want to die, but what I'm saying is I don't want to cry no more. I don't want to feel this pain anymore. I don't want to see a therapist every other week. Like I don't want no medication. Do y'all know that, God let these folks one time give me some pills? Man, them pills after the death of my baby, I had to take pills because I thought I was going to die because I couldn't swallow. My heart felt like I smoked the worst bag of Indo weed California ever put out because my heart was pounding outside my chest. I couldn't swallow. I was having anxiety attacks. I couldn't drive. I was going freaking crazy, y'all. And the people put me on pills and the pills gave me nightmares. Like, why am I going through all this? Why? What was the purpose? And so as I sat back, hold on, I need to drink. I ain't drinking liquor, y'all. I'm drinking detox tea. So I sat back, y'all. I sat back and I did all this questioning about things in my life and all the downfall things in my life on how I have a mother who probably wanted to be there but couldn't. I had an alcoholic father who was never there for me, even though he was there. I had horrible, horrible relationships. I've had just about every kid out of wedlock. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got married when I had 3 of them. But it wasn't a good marriage, right? Because, we went into it. We didn't go into it fully thinking this thing through. I quit school. I didn't quit. I got kicked out because I like to party too much. So I didn't make it to class. I failed all my classes, lost my financial aid, got kicked out. Got kicked out of school. I moved to Georgia. I struggled when I moved here. I never have a lot of successful relationships. I cheat on everybody I've been with. When I say everybody, I have cheated on everybody I've been with. I don't cheat now, but I have cheated on everybody I've been with. I quit jobs when I get tired of them. I just quit. I'm not organized. I don't never know if I'm coming or going. And I share all this with you because one day when I was going through all of my whys and reevaluating my life, God came to me and God said, why not you? Why not? I chose you because I knew you could handle whatever I put on you. That's what God said. This is why he chose me. He knew I could handle everything he put on me. And I may not feel like it sometimes, but I do. I handle every single thing, every single test, every single portion, every single traumatic event, every single tear, every single piece of me. I handle it. It hurts, but I handle it. God said, why not you? Why not you? Yes, you can have an alcoholic father. You know why? You can tell somebody else what it's like to have a father that was there physically, but was never there. You can tell somebody what that's like. Why did I send you to that clinic like that all the time? So you can tell somebody that shit will ruin your body. It'll ruin you. Y'all don't know the stuff that I go through. You don't know the pain that I feel, right? But I can tell you what caused it and how to keep you from having to go through that. I can tell you about what it's like to be a teenage mother. I can tell you what it's like. I can tell you what it's like to have a failed man. I can tell you what it's like to get out here and search for men that ain't right for you. I can tell you what it's like. This is why he chose me. He chose me because he knew one day I was going to sit here on a podcast and tell y'all everything that's going on in my life. So when you see me and people say, oh, we always see you smiling. Oh, everybody likes you. Oh, you always look like you happy. Oh, your house is so big and beautiful. Oh, you must be so successful. Oh, you drive a nice car. Baby, I done foreclosed. I done bankrupt. I've done all of that. My credit is still jacked up to this day. I'm trying to make it a little bit better. But I can tell y'all about that. I can testify to all of that. How God took a home from me. That's a portion of the size of the house that I have right now, and bless me with a humongous house where all my kids were able to have their own bedrooms, cheaper than what I paid for that first house. I can tell you about being in debt and the struggle that it is for me to get out of it. I can tell y'all about that. This is why he chose me. He chose me because he knew one day he was going to let me experience what it's like to have breast cancer. He knew. You know why? So I can come tell you guys what it's like, what happened to me, what I went through. Isn't it severe in some people? Absolutely not. But it was enough to let me know cancer can kill you and cancer is real, right? He knew. He knew to give me a scar across my chest so I can tell y'all about it. So I don't be ashamed of it, right? He knew. He knew what he was doing for me. He knew it because he knew one day I was going to come on here and I was going to have a platform to share with you all my imperfect life. I'm not perfect. I go through a lot. On the outside, yeah, I can wear it so well. I can camouflage pain so easily. I probably learned it from my mom. I never seen that woman cry. I think I've seen her cry maybe one time in my life. So I'm here, y'all, to tell you all that I'm not perfect, that I have flaws. I have a scar across my breast, my saggy breast, boo, because them babies, man, my shit sag like a mug. I got stretch marks, y'all. I ain't never wore a two-piece. I probably ain't never gonna be able to wear no thong bikini nowhere. Well, I could. I just choose not to. I got cellulite on my legs, y'all. I gotta dye my hair because it's turning gray. Oh, and my eyebrows. I gotta dye them too. I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm not the finest. I'm not the prettiest. I see these girls on social media. Oh, how I would love to have a Nicki Minaj body for one day. Well, maybe a year. But it ain't gonna happen, y'all. Because I'm not perfect. I'm imperfect. I'm imperfectly perfect. I done got some teeth pulled out because I'm too lazy to go to the dentist. Y'all, I'm still building my credit at 50. Yeah, I'm still building, right? I'm still trying to build a savings account. I'm still trying to become a better person. I'm still dealing with the situation with my daughter. I don't know what that outcome is going to be, but I'm not perfect. I got flaws. Guess what? I see a therapist every other week. Yeah. I should have took that medication that people gave me because it might have calmed me down a long time ago. Instead of being anxious and wound up all the time. I'm talking about I'll have anxiety, like I have anxiety to this day. Sometimes I can't even, I gotta go walk off and catch my breath and don't nobody even know what I'm doing. I cry all the time. All the time. I didn't used to cry. Well, I cried to myself. I never cried to let anybody see it. But now I cry all the time and I cry in the open. You know what I'm saying? This is why God put me here. This is why God put me through all that shit I just told y'all. This is why he did it. Because he knew one day I was going to be able to get on here and help. I don't even if it's one of you. But I know it's more than one of you. It's a whole lot of you. It's a whole lot of you. I know it because y'all sit here and watch my crazy behind on social media. He knew I'm going to put her on social media and then I'm going to put her on a platform and people going to watch her. That's why I did all that to you, Jacqui, my daughter. Yes, that's why God did this to me. So I just wanted to make sure I came on and I told you all like about me because I'm asking people to come on here and be transparent and share themselves with me. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't come on here and share me with you. And so that's what I wanted to do tonight. And so I'm going to go through some of the comments. I have no idea what y'all said because I couldn't see it past the beginning. I don't have my glasses on, but I'm about to get them. And I hope that you all are receptive to what I shared. You can judge me if you want to. It's okay. You know, hey, it is what it is. I put it out there. I think this one says don't judge me, but you can if you feel like it. But I just wanted to share me with y'all. I go through so much. I go through so many struggles, just like other people, and I'm making it. You know, I remember when I was young, and one of them boyfriends I had a mama, and she used to walk around praying and quoting scriptures. Look at me. You know, I've been in Atlanta too long when I say scriptures. Scriptures. She used to walk around and pray and quote scriptures all the time. And we used to look at her like, what is wrong with you? Like, stop quoting these scriptures. Like, we ain't trying to hear none of that. But now I know why. I know why she used to do that. You know, some people saw things in me that I didn't see in myself. My whole life, I was protected from a lot of things. Like I dated, you know, my son's father, he was about that life. Like that joker was about that life, right? And God always protected me from whatever he got going on. It never, because like all the dudes that I was with growing up, half of them in prison for, you know, selling dope and things like that. But God protected me. Like I never got caught up in no traffic stop with nobody or never, like God knew I got a bigger plan. And other people knew it too. Like other people used to say they saw stuff in me. They saw me, they saw a future for me. But I never really wanted to, I just wanted to be wild. I just wanted to do me. Just let me do things the way I want to do them. Like, let me do it my way, right? But people saw stuff in me. God saw something in me that I never saw for myself. I never, ever, ever saw me doing this. I never saw me having a platform where I'm actually on here sharing myself and not really knowing what people are going to think or say about me when it's over. Like, I never saw this for me. I never saw that I'd go through a situation where, I have my own mental health struggles, right? I got my own shit. I got my own baggage. Never saw that for myself. Never saw I would see it with one of my kids, right? And man, God is amazing. Like, he has brought me through. He has sustained me. He has sustained me, y'all. He has helped me through all of this. He has held me through all of this. And all this time, I never really knew. I knew, but didn't know. Sometimes he'll put you in these situations where he forces you to have a relationship with him, right? And I know there are so many different religions out there, but we all pray to one God. We all pray to one God. And he knew one day I was going to be able to do this. So yeah, I'm going to go through some of the comments. I'm going to grab my glasses. I can't believe I made it through this with absolutely not one tear dropping. They was getting close, y'all. It's something in my eye, so I'm sorry I keep messing with it, but something is in my eye. And so, yeah, so I'm going to go to the top. Oh, I can see. Woo, look at y'all. Y'all out here talking to me for real. Oh, my God. Okay, so let's go through. Oh, Jesus. Lynn. So, Lynn is one of my cousins. Cali, baby. Yes. San Jose State. That doggone San Jose State, man. I wish I would have continued, but I didn't. God had another plan for me, and that plan was to get my education when I grew up and became more mature. And so I got my degrees from St. Leo. I have two. I have a bachelor's and a master's, and one day I'm going to finish that second master's in forensic psychology. I just ain't did it yet, y'all. Yeah, you was at San Jose State. Hey, sis. Hey, Dewberry. Mary Dewberry. How you doing? Yes. Yeah. So, I have the same crew that I had when I was a little girl. We still friends to this day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that they didn't know about me. Yep. Yeah, Miss Debbie, she always been there. Miss Debbie's a ride or die lady. Let me tell y'all something. I wish y'all could meet Miss Debbie. Miss Debbie, love her. Miss Debbie makes the best chicken and dumplings like ever. At least they were when I was a little girl. I don't know if she's still doing that or not. Yeah, you're right. God was doing this to me to get me to this point. Absolutely. Ladybug, lethal love for growth. Yep. And that's why I had to grow. Like, we all have to grow, right? We can't, I'm still, what I was told the other day, I still sometimes live in my teenage mind because I create unrealistic goals for myself. And those are things that I developed as a kid, and we still working through it to figure out why, I created this timeline thing for myself. I had to have this by this and this by that. And then when I don't get that, or it doesn't turn out the way I want it, it's a problem, right? It becomes a problem for me. So we all have to grow, and I'm still growing, y'all. I'm 50 years old and I'm still learning. I'm still growing. Like, I'm still trying to figure it all out, and I don't have all the answers, but I'm growing from it. Mary said the same thing, for you to understand and grow. This is why I was going through what I was going through. Miss Debbie said he had a plan for me. And it's funny that you say that, because like I told you, people used to say that all the time. They saw something. Man, I had a teacher named Miss Chambers. Miss Chambers, the only officer that locked me up when I was a kid, Officer Al Mason. They saw something bigger in me that I did not see in myself at that time. Like, they saw some growth. They knew, like, There's no way. God knew there's no way I could let this girl get caught up in the system and things like that, because I got a plan for her, right? God doesn't put more on you than you can handle. And guess what? I believe that. It hurts and it's heavy. It hurts and it hurts and it's heavy. Trust and believe. But I know that all of us go through these things to grow. He doesn't put more on us than we can handle, but it doesn't feel like it sometimes. It feels like like you're gonna break. It feels like you're gonna break. But the moment you feel that break, that means it's getting ready to happen. But that means something good is getting ready to come through. He wants you to come to him and say, I give up, and then step in. Mary, I have been broke down by this last incident with my daughter. It broke me. That was fun. I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. And I had no choice but to fall in line and give everything. I give everything over to God. I give it all. And yeah, my sister said that part. Iwana, y'all know she was my guest last week, man. That girl, she shares so much with us. Yeah, so she understands and feels what I'm talking about, Mary. So I guess I started telling y'all my breakthrough, right? Aster, hey Aster, you are a blessing to all you meet. Thank you so much, Aster. Yeah, I've been knowing Aster since I was a little girl. She knew this wild child in high school. This thing was, whew, Lord have mercy. My dad used to say my mouth was my worst enemy. And my mom used to say, if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Fred said, my love is unconditional. I'm there all the way. Let's see. I'm so proud of you and where you are. You work so hard for what you have. God is good. God is extremely good. God is extremely good. I mean, I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it without him. I couldn't have gone through all the things that he put me through without realizing why he put me through those things he put me through. Yes, Latoya, straight up, only God's protection. Definitely. You have come a long way. Blessings. Thank you so much. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. It's a lot. Amen. Amen. Charlie Bay, I really enjoy your podcast. I'm sure this is so helpful for me. I hope so too. Like this is the purpose. Like my purpose is to help. I never saw myself having, community service is great, right? I don't knock anybody who does it. I think community service is great. I think people should do it, but I never would do it. You know why I never did it? Because I never had time. Or I used to say, I just don't have the time. I never saw myself being a person who would actually go out and do so much for, or want to do so much more for other people. Mission for Mental Health's goal is to serve. Our job is to serve people, and it doesn't matter who you are, where you are, but we do know that with the way things are going in this world, we all either suffer ourselves or know somebody who is going through some sort of mental health illness or crisis, or just in that moment or something. So the goal for Mission for Mental Health is to serve people, as my girl Dana said the other day, meet people where they are. Meet people where they are. Healing is in our conversations, right? I'm glad I dumped all that shit off on y'all today. Like, I'm glad I said what I wanted to say. I would have never said all that stuff to anybody. Like, I never would have put my business out there like that out of fear of being judged. But I'm grown. I'm grown. You know what I'm saying? You either like me or you don't. And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And so the purpose of Mission for Mental Health is to let people come on here, share their stories, share whatever it is they need to share, get that crap off their chest, and heal and help someone else heal. I did this so you all can see. I almost said mother effer, because that's one of my favorite words. I did this so y'all can see I ain't perfect, y'all. Don't let this shit fool you. Don't let this shell, don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. I'm not perfect. I'm probably never gonna be perfect. I'm probably never gonna be perfect. But I'm doing the best I can, right? I'm doing the best I can. And you right, sis, I'm still cute. I'm doing the best. I'm doing the best that I can through all this, right? I'm never going to be perfect. I don't claim to be perfect. I don't claim to even know it all. Hell, I don't even know what I'm doing on this thing. I hope y'all saw that 30-second intro thing I tried to do. I was just playing with it. Don't know if it worked or not, but so I want people to grow. I want people to heal. I want to serve. Like I want to give myself to serving. I've given my life to my job and to my kids for many, many, many years. And they're okay. Like my job, they will be okay. My kids, I ain't got but one that's a baby. She ain't even a baby. They will be okay. All of them. Even the one that's in jail right now. They'll all be okay. My mom, man, my mom tells me every day, she never said it when I was a kid. She never said it to me when I was a kid, when I was growing up. But she tells me every day how proud she is of me. And she says, your dad will be so proud of you. Because I was horrible, y'all. I was terrible. I was a terrible, I was a terrible, badass kid. I was terrible. And one of my regrets is that my dad didn't get a chance to see that I turned out okay. You know what I'm saying? But my mom says it all the time how proud she is of me. She never, ever, ever said it to me as a kid. Ever. So she will be okay. You know what she tells me all the time? I lived a good life. And for those of you that don't know, and my siblings that don't know, I'm the favorite. Okay. Nicole, girl, I love you, all that you are. You are becoming who you are destined to be. Thank you for keeping a smile on my face. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Your journey will definitely help others. All it takes is one to start the movement. Yes. Those of you that don't know, and those of you that do know, Hungry Hearts and Mission from it, which is Dana Green. She was on 2 Wednesdays ago. Y'all know Dana. She has her foundation, her nonprofit, which is Hungry Hearts, mine, which is Mission for Mental Health, partnered, and we did a water drive. Or so crazy because we're both simultaneously, putting this information out at the same time about collecting water to take to Jackson, Mississippi. She did most of the work because she's already knowing how to move this thing, but I'm learning from her, right? I'm learning how to do these community service things. And 400 cases, y'all, 400 cases of water have been collected, and we still looking for a truck trying to get this water to Jackson. So yes, you're right. All it takes is one thing to start the movement, and that was my fire right there. My fire was educating you all on mental health, sharing with you all about mental health, and in the process helping people in the community, because those people in Jackson are suffering. It's got to be affecting them mentally in some capacity, where you are only given a case of water per car. All right. So what other people think about you is none of your business. I know that's right. You better tell them, Miss Charlie. You better tell them. You keep me in a good space, so keep doing you. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Latoya. He sees you, girl. Pops is smiling at how you turned out. Girl, my pops and your pops probably up there kicking it together right now as we speak, right? Ain't no telling what them jokers is up there doing, talking about. Talking about them girls I sucked at basketball. Nicole was good. Nicole was good. And she was a baller. Nicole, Michelle, all y'all, you guys were good. I sucked. Tara, I sucked. But I was on the team. Coach used to say, run down to the other end, just hold your hands up because I had speed. I could run. But don't touch that ball. Girl, that's what we do on this show, honey. You know that we will bust out in some tears in a heartbeat. But yeah, I just really want to thank you guys for hanging with me. I want to thank every guest that came on to support me and help me get through these first 8 episodes. It was joy. Let me start off with my kids. My God, I still get comments about them. They were my first guests. Ortega. Look, that's a shame when you got to think about who your kids are. Ortega, Tia, and Tyson. Thank you guys so much for coming on the very first episode and supporting your mom. Like, that was everything. Then Joy, thank you so much. Steve, Skip, thank you so much. I mean, it was such a blessing for you all to come on. Ursula, thank you for having me on your show and then letting me re-air our show on my show. Sharita, my sister Sharita, thank you for having me on the Triumphant Show. I hope you ask me back. I know I cussed a little bit on mine, but I won't cuss on yours if you bring me back. Sharita, thank you for allowing me to be on your show and airing, our show on my show. That was just amazing. Thank you so much for that. Who came after? Oh, Katrina. Thank you, Trina. Thank you so much, Trina, for sharing everything with me, sharing your journey with us. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Trina. Dana, thank you for sharing everything that you go through with your dad. I mean, that people are still talking about your show too. That was amazing. Thank you for helping me. And of course, Iwana, thank you for coming on to be so open, so transparent, and sharing one of the most heartbreaking things any mother can ever experience, y'all. If you guys missed any of those episodes, go back and watch them. They were so good. You can see I'm progressing, I'm growing, I'm getting a little bit better. I got rid of the script. I threw the script out, y'all, because somebody told me that they didn't see me on the show, that I wasn't being myself. I thought I had to be some kind of professional something. I don't know what I thought, child. I don't know what I thought. But I decided to skip all that mess. I just said, I'm going to come on and I'm going to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to do me, be me, and see how y'all enjoy just watching me and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how it's going to be. I'm still going to put up content for the next 2 weeks. I'm going to take a small break. I want to try to get our journey to Jackson because Thelma and Louise got to get this water to Jackson, Mississippi, y'all. So Thelma and Louise going to try to drive a box truck. Ooh, Lord have mercy. To Jackson, Mississippi, y'all. We're definitely going to record some of our journey. So I'll post some of that next week, the week after. Hey, I want to open up season 2 with some new folks for you, some different perspectives on mental health that you all that so you all can see and grow and learn and share. I'm looking for mental health care providers. I'm looking for teachers. I'm looking for police officers, or not just police officers, really first responders. I would love to do a show with just straight up first responders, firefighters, EMT, and police, because man, when I tell you, woo, they see a lot. They see things that they shouldn't have to see, right? That the average person only sees on a movie. They see in that junk every day, and it's gotta affect you. And I want them to share about how they keep their mental health in check, and if they don't, what they're going through, how most police, shoot, we go through 2, 3, 4 marriages before we get it right, right? Because we jacked up. so yeah, I want to open up season 2 with something special for you guys. I thank you guys for watching me. I thank you guys for hanging in there with me. And what? How much time I got left? Got 5 minutes. Okay. I might end up cutting it short. I don't know. But this is what I will say on a lighter note. If anybody wants to take the time to teach me how to play spades, I'm down. Because I just want to go to a card party. Like, I want to play. The only thing I know how to play is Uno and solitaire. And that ain't the card party game. I want to go to the card party. I want to put the card on my head. Y'all know. Ooh, let me put that back. Y'all know I like to talk shit. So I want to come to the party and talk shit with everybody too. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to. Somebody teach me how to play spades. Don't let your girl have to wear this on the season finale of her next season that she cannot play spades. Don't judge her. I'm gonna need y'all to help a sister out. Hey y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Let me give y'all some housekeeping rules, as they call them. The housekeeping rules. If anybody would like to be a guest on my show, shoot me an email. That's the wrong one. There we go. Shoot me an email, missionformentalhealth@gmail.com. You all know that you can hit me up in all of my inboxes. I got to look, sort y'all out from that foolishness I get in them inboxes, but leave me a message in my inboxes or whatever the case may be. You can call me if you got my number, text me. You can even call me on that Facebook thing. I haven't got phone calls on the Facebook. So you can call me, send me an email, whatever, and we can talk about you being a guest on the show. I would love to have you. Next, please follow me on Instagram at Mission for Mental Health. I need to build up those followers. You know, it's kind of hard when you got your personal Instagram and you start creating some business Instagrams. And then for some reason, y'all don't want to follow the business Instagrams, but you want to keep following my personal Instagram. Yeah, but I'm going to need y'all to follow the other one too, right? Need y'all to follow these things, right? We need to be seen. We need to be heard. You know, one day, all y'all, because y'all like family, we're going to be famous, y'all. People going to be talking about us. God, you know, I see me, and it has to be a vision God gave me. I see me doing public speaking. I see me on stage sharing my story with strangers, right? I see me doing that as a career. That's career part 2, right? I see me doing that. In order for that to happen, people got to know who I am. They got to get me out there, and I can only get out there with the help of you guys. So please follow me on Instagram. And finally, wait a minute. I'm going to get it, y'all. Hold on. Let me show this. Please subscribe, like, and share. Those of you that are watching me on Facebook, please log into YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share my channel, right? People got to know who we are and what we are doing. You all are my family. We all got to do this together, right? I cannot do this without you guys. Finally, we still do have our petition going for India's law. If you would please go into my bio, click on India's law. You do not have to pay any money for it. It does ask for some money, but you don't have to pay it. Yeah, and just and sign India's law petition. I would so appreciate that. But also, don't forget to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share it with your friends and family. If you want to be a guest, let your girl know. I'm so proud. I did this show in 1 hour on the dot. It is 8:59. And so I'm proud, y'all. At 9 o'clock, we gonna be gone. I'm about to go take all my makeup off. Oh, y'all know I'm still the Mary Kay lady. What, y'all thought I was dancing? No dancing. I'm just showing y'all I'm still the Mary Kay lady. So I still got products to sell too. I'm about to go get some of that good old cleanser and take all this cleanser off. And then I'm going to use that on my makeup remover first, use my cleanser. I'm going to hydrate. Yes, I got all that. I got some for these dark eyes I got going on. Yes, so I'm going to put all that on and get ready to go to bed. And once again, thank you guys. I will talk to you later. You enjoy your week. I will see you all in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, y'all. I have some stuff on here to keep you updated, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. Have a good night, y'all. Bye-bye.